Anyhow, once they got married, the κάτω, ο Χάρης αγόρασε το σπίτι στο Μαρούμπρα.
Maroubra.
The same time ο πατέρας της και η μάνα της αγοράσαν σπίτι στο Μαρούμπρα του.
Ellie's parents.
Και μέναν όλοι εκεί, ο ένας στο σπίτι του και ο άλλος στο σπίτι του. Εκεί ζούσαν.
Iglesica.
Εκεί, the same time they start run the business in the house with the family and all. They carry on for a few years. Within that time they brought me down from Queensland myself because they want me to work in the shop.
Right.
Together with them.
Where's Maria during all this? Where's Maria, Mary?
Maria was working in the shop.
Your other sister.
They work in the shop.
She was working with Yulia.
No, Yulia been with another.
Where's Maria all this time?
Maria is μαζί μας κάτω και δουλεύει στο
She came down
coffee.
with you and...
No, she came first with Harry, and then I came too.
Was Maria living at Morami Avenue with all the...
Yes.
With Zacharia's family?
Within that time, εγώ έπιασα δουλειά, δούλευα στο Georgia.
Where?
Δούλευα στο Georgia το κάδι που αγοράσαν τα αδέρφια μου.
The Pitt Street Cafe was called.
What is, the Georgia was the name of the cafe.
Η Μαρία δούλευε τού εκεί.
And Maria was working there too?
Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
Within the time, ένας συγγενής μου,
English.
one relative, he bought somebody else's coffee at Riverina in the town by the name Litton. Town.
Yeah.
Right. The other, they want me to go to work with them, partners, but I refused myself to go there because I had a wife and child, and another child was coming, Michael, and I didn't like to go to towns anymore, the villages, and work in the village anymore. Anyhow. My brother-in-law, Harry, I knew him from Limassol. He happened to work in very close together, and we come to know one another.
In the city of Sydney. Right. In Sydney.
Once Archie's father,
oh, you knew
he came down and he didn't have anything to do, not much work or anything. I said to him, all right,
who's this?
Stay to go myself to Lytton.
Harry Pavli.
Με το θείος το Σάββαν της Βενεδίας.
Where's your father all this time?
Hang on, let him
You know,
hey?
know Sava?
Yeah.
Right? They had a coffee in Lytton. The three of them, three partners. Once was Sava, once my brother, another fellow, together.
Where's Leighton?
Η Μαρία δούλευε εκεί στο...
What's his brother's doing? Hang on.
In the
Jack.
Georgia Cafe.
Who's his brother in Leighton?
We had 3-4 waitresses there, and there was my brothers in the counter and help in the kitchen.
Hang on, Jack.
I think Zacharia.
Who's in Leighton? Which brother's in Leighton?
Yeah?
Ποιος αδερφός είναι στο Leighton?
Ο πατέρας του Άλκη ήταν στο
Ο πατέρας του...
How did he get to Leighton from Home Hill? From Bowen.
He was in Sydney.
He came down with all the others together?
Yeah.
He came afterwards.
Afterwards?
Yes, but he didn't have anything much to do, and there was the chance to go to...
Oh, so he didn't work in the Georgia?
No, he didn't. He was supposed to buy shoe shop, to sell shoes. And that's why I suggested to him myself.
He's a bootmaker, is he?
To easily start business.
Okay.
To easily start business. If he was listening to me, he was going to start business, buy a shop, and buy for the factory shoes and selling it, that type of business. He knew to φτιάχνει παπούτσια.
Bootmaker.
Theo Ellie told me, Dad.
But it was not very expert in the machines and things like that, the way they worked out here.
Dad, Theo Ellie told me that Theo Philakti lived at Theo Harry's place with
He
Ellie.
went to Lytton
and
and
set up a
working with the
sign.
cafe there, with the three of them.
Went to Leeton.
Within that time, I met my brother-in-law Harry at the cafe here in Sydney, and when they went there, started business, they ran me and they were looking for a cook. I met my Harry, my friend Harry. I said
Harry
to him,
Pavli.
listen, my brother, my other relatives, and three of them, running cafe, and they want to cook at this village, Little. He said to me, I like to go to town to work there. All right, we rang them and I said to him, all right, you go up there, you looked and met them and start working up there. Anyhow, he started working up there with them. Within the time, I said to myself, my brother-in-law, he hung himself in the village Zacharia, my Sosos,
Athena's
Athena's
husband.
husband.
Panikos,
Whose wife was he? Who was he married to?
Athena.
He-
Theo
that-
Athena.
he
What's his name?
Αθηνάς.
Haralambos,
Is that his first name?
the Haji Christodoulou.
Christodoulos is his surname.
I was worried myself because he hung himself and he left his family and his wife after he went to the army for 3-4 years and came back and it was something happened to him with the war and he didn't have the memories right. And
We're talking about the Second World War?
difference with the family, he went and hung himself. Once Rand told me that, once they sent me a letter and told me about that, ήταν γαμπρός μου. I felt sorry, I felt motivated. And I had a yellow jaundice with the worries.
Yellow jaundice.
Yellow jaundice. Right? Anyhow, I was more than off the work, and I thought to go up there to see them myself.
Up where? To Greek
Up to
Cyprus.
Little, where I sent my
tell the
brother-in-law, Harry, was not my brother, was my friend. All right, he went up there working, and I went there for holiday myself.
Dad
for
got
49.
sick upon hearing
Oh, 49.
about his brother-in-law committing suicide.
When I went
He
there,
got yellow
my
jaundice.
brother-in-law, she said to me, all right, you work in the shop, the coffee, I'm going back to Sydney to get my equipment, my clothes, my things, to back up my room I was staying. I said, well, you go and stay for 1 week if you like. I said, I'm all right to run the shop, the coffee here myself. I had experience anyhow. I started running the shop myself, and he came to Sydney. He stayed for a few days, then he came back there. All right, he came back there. We discussed it. He saw my sister in the cafe there because I gave him the address to go and meet my brothers and get to know them.
He saw Maria.
See
He saw
Maria.
Maria.
Η Μαρία, ο Ζαχαρίας, η Δανιέλη, ήταν η Πελαγία και στο μαγαζίνο, όλοι δουλεύαν εκεί, τέλος πάντων, εγνώρισε την οικογένεια. Όταν ήρθε πίσω στο Λίτσον,
The Glesica.
he decided to say, they talking and we are talking, what about to get marry my sister? He accepted the idea to get marry my sister,
Maria.
and then he left the Lytton and came back to Sydney and married
Maria.
my sister.
Maria.
And where were you? You still at Leeton?
Myself, I was looking for business at the time. Working with my brothers as well.